I built some new boxes, as you can see, out of some scrap, recycled, reclaimed lumber I had sitting around. That's one of the things that's kind of happened in the last couple of weeks. We had a little bit of bad news. We went on family vacation. It was spring break last week for the kids, so we went on a family vacation. Went to an amusement park for a couple of days and then stayed in a Great Wolf Lodge resort. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but you can look it up on the internet. It's a great big hotel with a built-in water park. And when we got ready to come home, the transmission in the family Suburban decided that it didn't want to give me any gears but first and second. So now we're looking at having to replace the transmission, probably $2,500 for a transmission. So that's gonna slow down some projects around here that I was hoping to do. I'm not going to be able to build any new boxes for a while. The strawberries, you know, the raspberries, the blueberries, all of that stuff that I wanted to put in, all of that stuff's going to have to be put on hold probably till next year. But I did have some reclaimed, or some old lumber sitting around, so that's what these 2x are. It's all pressure treated, but it's all real old. So I think anything that's going to leach out of it has already leached. And then some other boxes over there. I had a privacy fence that I needed to take a couple of sections down because we needed to move the fence. And I'm using those boards. Again, it's old, it's 20 years old. So I don't think using that lumber's been any problem. But this box here is it's a 10-foot long box, 2 feet wide. And you can see I got a trellis on it. I hope you can see that. I got a trellis on it, a fence, and right now it's half planted and sugar snap peas on both sides of the fence. And what I'm going to do is wait a couple of weeks and then plant this half with the same sugar snap, just to give us a couple of weeks so they're not all coming in at the same time. This box is a 10-foot by 4-foot box. And then that's a 4-foot by 4-foot box down there on the end. So it's 14 feet, 4 feet wide total, and it's all green beans. The 4x4 box down there has some purple green beans, Royal Burgundy I think they were called. And then this 10-foot box is split half and half. That half down there, five rows of yellow wax bean, and then the other half up here, 20 square feet and 20 square feet, is just regular green bush beans. So a bunch of green beans all coming in hopefully at the same time this year. We can put some in the freezer, or maybe even try canning it. We've never done that with beans before. We froze them, but that's about it. The trellises, I got some boxes built. This first one is bush beans, and I've never grown bush beans before, and I didn't even realize until I started doing a little research that bush beans, the fence that bush beans like, is mainly all with vertical pieces and not so much horizontal. This is a 1x3 square, so I'm hoping, I didn't realize they didn't use tendrils. I thought bush bean or pole beans used tendrils, so I didn't realize they twisted around the stuff. So I'm hoping they'll still be able to twist in and out of this fence wire to grow up it. But 2 boxes, 4 foot wide, of pole beans. I think I planted them about every 6 inches or 8 inches, just one row down the box, trying to get it to grow up this trellis. And that was my 6-foot trellis. And then one of the 8-foot trellises, I put a couple of boxes in, and it's got cucumbers, and it's a burpless kind of cucumber, kind of an early, I think, cucumber, but burpless. That's my favorite. Deal with acid reflux, so the burpless cucumbers work a whole lot better for me. So a couple of boxes in, planted 2 per square foot, so every 6 inches on both sides. And then this other one over here that I haven't done anything with, I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the beans. I'm going to wait 2 weeks and then plant some more cucumbers in that one. Then on the other side, I am going to put up one more trellis. I hope I gave myself enough room there. I'm not sure that I did, but as I'm looking at it now, I don't think I did, but we'll see. I was planning on putting in another trellis and growing cantaloupes, but like I said, I think I've shorted myself there, so I may not be able to. But then, just this morning, I planted this 8-foot by 4-foot box here with Silver Queen corn. I've tried corn a couple times in the past and had said I wasn't going to do it again, just because it requires so much water and so much fertilizer. It's, you know, it has a pretty high nutrient demand. So and down here with our wind, the corn gets to growing and then the wind blows it over. You know, all summer long you're dealing with that. So I've got something I'm planning on this year, a support system to go up with the corn to try to hold it. And actually what I did when I filled this box up, a friend of ours just actually right across the road keeps 4 or 5 horses over there, and every fall or near the end of fall they rake up their paddock area and let the manure just sit in a big pile, so it sits all winter long. And I went over there and got several 18-gallon totes full and dumped it in there. So I'm hoping that that aged manure, horse manure, will, you know, do the nutrients that the corn needs and also help it hold water. That's the same thing that is in this 4x4 box of beans here. Matter of fact, you can see the horse manure in there. It's real, like I said, it's aged, it's several months old. It does a really good job in this box when I watered it in after I planted it, of holding the moisture. So I'm hoping that that's what, that'll be good for the beans and the corn both. So that's the way things look right now. A lot of progress so far, and a lot more to go. We've still got a lot of room over here to put more boxes in. I'll still be planting okra, eggplants, several different kinds of peppers. I'm going to try squash and zucchini. The squash vine borer gets me every year, but I'm going to try them again this year. I've got some sugar baby bush watermelon seeds. I may try to get them in the ground if I have some room left over. So anyway, things are looking up. The weather looks like it's going to stay warm now. So hopefully things will get to growing and stay growing. So so far I'm really happy with the garden. You know, the square foot system seems to be working pretty good. And like I said, compost tea. If you're able to make compost tea, you need to go ahead and make it and give it a try. I think you'll be just as impressed as I was. I was just amazed at how great that stuff works. So make you some compost tea this year. If you haven't done it before, if you think it's hard, it's not hard. Like I said, I'll probably make a video here the next time I make a bucket of it. It is not hard to do at all. Everybody needs to do it at least and give it a try and see if it works in your garden as well as it did mine. So I hope your gardens are growing. I hope everybody's enjoying their spring. Sure, it's been a beautiful spring here. So anyway, until next time, this is Island Homesteader.